brings the racing to here. Keep it clean, keep it green. Let's go racing, boys. Feel the rush, hear the noise. Capcom TV, tune in and see the best action you just can't beat. Corner taken with finesse, seconds counting the success. Our racing world got no less. Kev calls, he is the best. Big racks on the track, flashing cars so fast. Fighting hard, won't look back, making moments last. Keep it clean, keep it green. Let's go racing, boys. Feel the rush, hear the noise. Capcom TV, tune in and see the best action you just can't beat. Boogie, 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 let's go racing. Feel speed, adrenaline chasing. Pedal down, ain't no placing. Boogie, boogie, rock and roll nation. Keep it clean, keep it green. Let's go racing, boys. Feel the rush, hear the noise. Capcom TV, tune in and see the best action you just can't beat. Boogity, 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 let's go racing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are live today here on the track. Indianapolis is the place that we are, and we just can't wait to be here and live with you all this evening. It's Tuesday night. It's Birdhouse Xfinity Open League, guys. We're here for week 10, July 9th of 2024. It's 9 o'clock Eastern time, and that Indianapolis race is upon us. We're going to set forth 60 laps of action, 3 sets of tires for those guys, 65% on that fuel, just as always for them. But to get things started out, guys, we have some good stuff going on here on the track. Good stuff is what I'm talking about. We've got points that matter on the track and people that are guaranteed to be there for the chase later on. Mason Thompson out there in the front. Magnus Anderson, he's up there with 248 points. 249 points to Jason Spear as well, who is just rocking and rolling out there. So keep it going down my list here. I've got John Crawford guaranteed up in there. Chandler Clark is going to make a good run for it. Jason Chilton, Troy Baker, the baby maker, Rachel Hunt, Joshua Parent guaranteed in there with a win as well. But he's far back in those points for that 9th position technically right now as the 8th with 222 points for Rachel Hunt out there. 211 points for Cody Dahl. Michael Sellers has got 202. Isaac Campbell, he's got 199. Those guys right there, they've got a chance of making it out there in the dance, boys, to make some noise up in this place to see if they've got what it takes to win the Big Dog Championship out there in the Birdhouse Xfinity Open League Season 2. Hey, guys, Birdhouse Motorsports are still out front. Almost a cool 1,000 points for those drivers out there together communitively. They are rolling. Dawes Mechanical trying to catch up with 910. Bitcoin Boy, 862. Most wins on the season to that team there. Bitcoin Boy. K-Bime Racing, they've got a chance, but not a big one, man. I'm telling you right now. Chaos Motorsports following in behind them there in 5th place with Spear Motorsports. 6th place out there. Only 2 drivers for them all season long. Hard for them to gain a lot of points, but they're still up there, ladies and gentlemen. And top it off, Racing going to come in short on the stick there. Guys, they're out there qualifying right now. We're seeing Isaac Campbell in the number 40 for K-Bomb out there on the track right now as he's making his laps around the track. Doing a fine and dandyful job out there. We've got Wyatt Frank out there, already made some. Rachel Hunt with a 52.051. Christopher Hodgson with the same lap there as well. Mitchell Schaefer, Isaac Campbell, Jason Chilton, all of them out there on the track. You're seeing their times pass around the track here. And we'll go ahead and check out Christopher Hodgson pulling off the track now. Jason Chilton wrapping his up. We'll go ahead and see how Barry Kramer's doing. Looks like he's taking off out there in the 11 car. He's going to make his way around and see if he can put a fast lap out there on the track. Once again, guys, we're here at week 10. Week 10. And I'm telling you, we're here to have fun. Everybody knows what fun's about. So do we. Because that's what we're here doing. Live on the track with me, Kevin Hazelwood. Welcome to Kev Calls TV. This is the Birdhouse Xfinity Open League. And we're live, guys, watching them get their qualifications out on the track. They're already setting in stone out there. Billy Van Meter up there with the 52.05 for the pole right now, with Cody Dahl right behind him with an 08 3/100ths slower. James Morris still on the track right now, ladies and gentlemen, but he's got third position already with his first lap. Mason Thompson out there, first lap out, 52.2 for that driver. He's always fast, is Mason Thompson. Telling you, 1, 2, watch. There's Michael Sellers in the number 9, another K-Bomb driver. Just getting lucky as the camera pulls up the most exciting content right now, and that just so happens to be Michael Sellers. Oh, it switched. Now it's Rachel Hunt again back on our cameras. See the beautiful thing here? We're live on iRacing, ladies and gentlemen. The world's choice for racing simulation right there. iRacing, nothing better. Come see the best here live at the Birdhouse Xfinity Open League. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and take my pretty face off here. Nice to see you. We'll talk later. But we're going to continue my vocal extremities here the entirety of the evening as we cut around the Brickyard here. Guys, I'm telling you, they're going to have a fun time out here on the track as we see, and looking like they're going to get to be wrapping it all up here as looks like Billy Van Meter going to take the pole. That's what it's looking like to me right now, is Mr. Van Meter of Chaos Motorsports might be sitting high and pretty on the pole in that number 23 machine. We'll see how it runs out. We got a couple more moments here left to go in the session as the blimp circles around the infield there, checking out the cars checked into the infield there that have come underneath the tunnel and through the tracks and whatnot, parking there early on for the race to begin. And guys, it's going to be a fun action-packed time. Once again, we said it was 60 laps earlier. That's how many laps we're going to see raced around the Brickyard here in Indy today. No 500, just 60. 60. About 150 miles in total for these drivers. And it should be about that time, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting caught up here for the beginning of the race to be coming out here. Kim Kraus, the last one left on the track there, getting his last lap in. That's the number 99, Kim Kraus, coming around the track there. Doing a fine job holding things together. And they got the 4 turns here at the Brickyard. Big old different. Not the big long turns that they're used to going into. Turns 1, turn 2 right together, feeding into each other. No, sir, Bob got a little straight stretch in between them here. Big old square. That's right. Going to be a fun time for them out here tonight. 10th race of the season, ladies and gentlemen. We've had action-packed races the entire time that we've been going along here for the 9 weeks that they've been active. This is, once again, the 10th official race of Season 2 for the Birdhouse Xfinity Open League. We had about 4 races to get a accommodated with everybody and get people, warmed up to the fact that we're going to be competitive out here and, cutthroat racing about to come down. And no give on the track is what we're going to see out here. No, I'm just kidding. These guys are really good. They got great heads about them. And it's going to be a great time out here for 60 laps. Lots of space out here. Shouldn't see too many hectic things. There might be something major go down towards the end there. Somebody racing for that win. You never know. Troy Baker coming in here late, as is Mr. 199. Mark Maui Math checking in here finally with us. Doesn't look like they're going to have enough time to get those laps qualled in, as the session's about over. Ticker running strong across the top, showing you the current lineup as it stands right now, live as they ran them out all the way through the field. And it's going to be a fun time out here for us, guys. Like I said, we're going to have 60 laps of intention, of spinning, wrecking, fouling. It doesn't matter. They're going to bang the boards. They're going to bang the cars. They're going to spin the tires. They're going to pop the tires. They're going to freaking rub, race, and win this place. It doesn't matter what you think. What you're about to see is nothing short of greatness coming out here, guys. Ooh, there we go. We got noise going on in the background in the stands. Fans are hollering out there, man. We love to see that. That's always good. Thank you very much for that there, Mize Cow. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There they are out there on the field. And drivers checking in here, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to go ahead and get that grid up there on the screen. We got Billy Van Meter starting on the pole to first place. Cody Dahl for Dahl's Mechanical there. Outside him in second position. Coming up after that, third place, second row, James A. Morris with Mason Thompson, the fast one, big winner of the year so far in the 81, starting in fourth place on the outside there. Fifth place going to Joshua Diver. Sixth place, Brandon Mefford. Ryan Allen coming in seventh position. Eighth place going to Jason Spear. Ninth place, Jason Chilton. Kendrick Hom going to come in 10th position right there. 11th place is going to go to Christopher Vickery. Magnus Anderson pulling off 12th place after that qualification lap there. 13th going to Chandler Clark. Mitchell Schaefer pulling off 14th. 15th place going to Mr. Christopher Hodgson with Rachel Hunt in 16th there outside him. 17th going to Wyatt Frank. 18th, Ryan Hatch. Barry Kramer, 19th position. In the 22 car, there in 20th position is Joshua Parent. Michael Sellers in 21st position. Kim Kraus, 22nd. 23rd going to Isaac Campbell. 21st, Scott Wilkerson. 25th, John Crawford. 26th, Rob No Shirt Wearing Higgs Jr. out there in that number 14, thinking he's smoked, baby. We've got Mark Math coming in 27th. Maui on the track in the 199. That's right. And Troy Baker, the baby maker, gonna bring up the back of the field in 28 cars. We're short a couple people on the field here today, but that is all right, ladies and gentlemen, because what we've got is nothing short of a beautiful thing about to go down there. The 23 going to lead us off here in this race, ladies and gentlemen, as Billy Van Meter starts us down the track there behind the pace car. And the boys are going to be behind him. They're going to warm them tires up, try to scrub a little tire into everything, get a little bit of warmth, little heat going through there before the race even begins. Not too bad of a strategy there. Back here towards the back. Oh, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great big field. 28 drivers lined up here We're going to hope, we got our fingers crossed that 28 of them are going to finish this bad boy, but you never know how things go down. You got that gold chrome shining with the sim coaches all advertised across those Chaos Motorsports machines as they lead the way on the inside line. They're almost lined up perfectly out there, but they've got a James Morris there in the number 21 throwing a little hitch in there, giddy up. As they get along down that back stretch now, they're going to come into turn 3 here, ladies and gentlemen, turn 3. Looking fine and dandy out there on the track, ladies and gentlemen. We've got great things about to go down in front of us. That's the number 3 of Chris Vickery there in his Dale Earnhardt throwback scheme for the Xfinity model there. AC Delco-esque. The number 7 outside him, Magnus Anderson. That's a Bitcoin boy out there. You got to watch those fellas. They're fast. Kendrick Hom of Chaos Motorsports checking in there in the middle of the field. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go to the green flag racing. Get it up here on that waiver there, and that flag is flying there. And they're off passing down through the line, ladies and gentlemen, on the bricks into turn 1's entry here. Gonna let them come out. We'll watch them file through here as they come around to turn 1's exit onto that little stretch in between 1 and 2 now. Lots of action about to take place here. We're going to hope that nobody does anything too major too quickly. We got cold tires out here on the track, and these boys really want to see the race go down. I really want to see the race get down as well, so let's hope they keep things together, keep their heads about them as they run around the track right now. Billy Van Meter leading this thing off. He dropped back awful quick, taking the outside line, opting to save some tires as the 23 there, letting Cody Dahl lead this thing out now in the number 10, and he is leaps and bounds almost above and beyond everybody else. Almost a cool half a second there before that turn entry. The number 21 of James Morris there catching up rather smoothly as they come in to turn 2. Gonna be a heck of a fine job out here. They got 60 laps around this long track here in Indianapolis, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know how things go around here as we see the leader of Cody Dahl leading the way there, cutting the air path out for everybody so they can go on through. We're going to kick it back here. There's Chris Vickery and the number 3. He's got the 83 of Jason Spear in front of him. They're going to try and team up there. Joshua Parent, Bitcoin boy driver there behind him. We're going to cut back in the field just a little bit more and see them all exit out there onto that front stretch there, making that first lap complete now. Second lap, I apologize. Now on to lap 3. And there's the 99, Kim Kraus. Back here, back of the pack at the very moment in time. He's got Rob Higgs, Mark Math, and Troy Baker bringing it up the rear with them right now. These drivers right here, I don't think they're slow necessarily in one way, shape, or form or fashion. What I think's going on here is a big case of some tire saving. They didn't qualify. They didn't have enough time to get in there because they got into the session later on than they wanted to. It's all right for that to happen there. Bunch of fans hooting and hollering out there, hollering for the 81, wanting that man to get him another big dub out there. He's had a few already this season. 5 to be precise. Sitting in the podium position right now, speaking of him, as he's made his way from 4th to 3rd place. Only leaving, well, Billy Van Meter behind, who dropped back on his own goodwill right there, ladies and gentlemen. There was nothing doing by Billy Van Meter himself. He dropped back on his own, leaving those 3 drivers up there for themselves. Brennan Mifford, now of Chaos Motorsports in the 84 machine, the next closest thing to 3rd place. He's got about 2.5 seconds, 2 seconds to the driver in front of him in the 81 machine. Joshua Divers back there, 5th place right now with Ryan Allen checking in 6th place with him. Billy Van Meter falling from the pole back to 7th place right now. But once again, I really do think he's got a tire save tactic going on right now. Either that or something's major wrong with that machine. Kendra Com, another Chaos Motorsports driver right there. Jason Chilton taking 7th away. Billy Van Meter falling back to 9th place. 10th place going to Magnus Anderson. Chandler Clark of Birdhouse Motorsports right there in 11th place right now with Mitchell Schaefer, Jason Spear, and Joshua Parent back to 14th position. Following this thing up, Ryan Hatch pulling off a pass on the inside of the 8 of Christopher Hodgson there for Bitcoin Boy to pull their driver into the top 15. Underneath there, Christopher Hodgson back 15th position. Wyatt Frank of Dolls Mechanical back in 16th right now with Chris Vickery in 16th. Back 5 from the start. But he's got a good race going on. Up here in the front, nothing major too going on right now. They got about a 2.5 second gap back to 4th place from the leader right now. With 1st, 2nd, 3rd running up there together, having that win for him. Not a good combination for the rest of the field there to have 3 of, well, the faster drivers teamed up together right now in the front of this thing. So they've got a draft to work with on the straights, man, to get some great speed up there. It's hard to catch 3 cars. So you'd better keep that in mind, anybody that's listening in on their radios in the cars driving right now, that they've got a team of 3 up front. You might want to do the same if you've got any thought of catching them. 3 or more is the only way you're going to do it. You're going to have to line up pretty tight. Those drivers are pretty in sync up there right now. Back here towards the middle of the field, let's go ahead and see what it looks like on board with a few of the drivers here as we watch along here with Chandler Clark racing on through. He's coming through turns 1 right now. Following behind the pole sitter of the 23 of Billy Van Meter is Chandler Clark right now, as he's the cutoff for 10th place right now. Cutoff for 10th is Chandler Clark. We had 3 drivers. This driver here, Cody Dahl, he's on the brink. He needs to hold things together, not overdrive his car, and think of a good finish in mind. If he can win it, it's a great finish because it puts him in a guarantee regardless. But if he finishes well, he can get into the points for the chase without the win and just be in there. So as long as he can hang on up in there, I'd say top 5 or better for that driver to be able to make it in. Next on that list, this driver here of Michael Sellers. Back in the back of the field right now, battling it out with the 99 of Kim Kraus for 22nd position. Kraus taking the inside line on him there. If he could finish up there towards that top 5, top 8-ish, I think that might propel him up enough if the drivers in front of him in the points don't finish quite as well. Could be good for that driver. Christopher Hodgson here in the number 8. Doing a fine job. He's pretty far back towards the back in the points there. Really hard for a couple of them, like I said, to save face and get up in the points for the chase up there. Last race to do it, and for a couple of them, it's win it or not at all for those drivers. Chris Vickery here, defending champ in the number 3. Won this race last year here at this very venue for the championship too, might I add, as he sits in 16th right now. Up here towards the front of the race, we've got Cody Dahl. Still doing everything he can to hold on to the lead of this here race. Go ahead and catch from the gearbox behind. See what it's looking like directly off the rear end of this car in the number 10 as he leads. Last lap was a 54.013 for the driver, 0.3 of a second faster than the guys behind him. We got 10 laps down here for the Birdhouse Xfinity Open League, Week 10 at the Brickyard, ladies and gentlemen. And woo-wee, they've been pretty clean. Pretty nice racing so far, guys. I mean, they've been handling everything the way they should, and everybody acting accordingly along the track, giving a lot of space. Very courteous driving out there is Mason Thompson, back in third place right now. James A. Morrison in second. Cody Dahl still leading this thing. They got Brandon Mefford for Chaos Motorsports with Joshua Divers of Chaos Motorsports and Ryan Allen of Chaos Motorsports sitting bam, 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 4th, 5th, 6th place for the 84, the 57, and the 51 car. Those three drivers are hooked up right there right now, ladies and gentlemen. Not good for the people around them and all that greatness right there, because you got three drivers on a team, in comms, on radio together, communicating tightly, getting this thing taken care of. So, we'll see how it turns out for them. Just a couple cars back is owner and operator of Chaos Motorsports, and that's Billy Van Meter. Jason Chilton in the number 4 for Dawes Mechanical. His teammate and owner-operator leading this race right now. Got a cool 0.7 of a second on second place as they make their way through lap 12, coming to lap 13 at the line. That is the 83 of Jason Spear for Spear Motorsports, getting around the track right there behind Chandler Clark. This driver here, exceptional out there, has had consistent, great finishes. He has got a win, guaranteed a spot in the chase. He is third place in the points regardless, guaranteeing him a spot in the chase. I mean, this driver really, really the total package out there, along with Mason Thompson and Magnus Anderson, who both have wins and are in the points regardless. Nothing too crazy going on the track right now as things just pull off like they should. Got a couple drivers long way in the back, about 39 seconds behind. Don't know if they had a bad start or got into a little contact there, but John Crawford was much further up in the race, so he had to have gotten into somebody. Him and somebody had to have met up there on the track at some point in time. There's Rob Higgs Jr. in the number 14. Oh, banging off the wall. And he is in. Oh, gone. Gone. We caught that live, ladies and gentlemen, there. The number 14 of Rob Higgs Jr. getting that off the track before the yellow throne. Whoo! That car is absolutely destroyed. Get him come off the wall there. Pulls it down to the inside. Nose first. That motor's blown. And we got to get that driver to the ICU immediately as he boop, to the infield before the caution thrown. No one close to him is the reason why iRacing didn't automatically throw that caution. We're going to go back live real quick before we miss any major action. Now 15 laps are completed here, ladies and gentlemen, at Indianapolis in the Birdhouse Xfinity Open League Season 2, Week 10. And checking back in live on the action after that wreck from the 14 of Rob Higgs Jr. For Top It Off Racing, we've got the number 10 of Cody Dahl up about 1 cool second on James Morris in the number 21 car right behind him there. And behind them is Mason Thompson, season's biggest winner in the 81 machine. But closing the gap slowly but surely behind him is Chaos Motorsports' Brandon Mefford with his teammates just a little behind him, about 2 seconds back off of the 84 is Joshua Divers and Ryan Allen of Chaos Motorsports, and they've got a little bit of space between them and Magnus Anderson, the number 7. Of Magnus Anderson. Jason Chilton in 8th position right now. Billy Van Meter running 9th place. Mitchell Schaefer going to run 10th position right now. As you get to see those guys just scream off that turn right there, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff. These folks are really getting down out here with their bad, funky selves. They came to the Brickyard to play for keeps, ladies and gentlemen. Did everybody out here today? We're just going to catch as many of these great track cams as we can coming off and going into the turns. That is the action right now. It's good stuff. They really held things together, though. Like I said, it's not about just the individual points. It's all about the team racing here. You've got the teams grouped up together. Three drivers from Chaos, 2 drivers for Dolls right there together. 4 Birdhouse Motorsports drivers out there on the track. I mean, this is just all about the team sport going on here. We're going to see a great thing go down. I don't know how the points chase is going for the team standings there. I'm pretty sure it's just going to run out straight the entire time. And I'm reading in from a colleague of mine that John Crawford did indeed miss the start of this race earlier on, is why he's back so far. And the action right here coming down the back stretch there, coming into turns 3. We got Joshua Parent trailing behind Mitchell Schaefer, Billy Van Meter, Jason Chilton, and Magnus Anderson leading that little pack off there, ladies and gentlemen. What a great little race we've got taking off here. Great racing going on all throughout the entire track. We've got several little packs here, spearheaded by different drivers at different points, and not too shabby to watch as Maui Math closes the gap between him and Rachel Hunt in between turn 1 and 2. And Joshua Parent in the 22 coming on the inside of the number 1 of Mitchell Schaefer there, making that pass. Coming up into the top 10 at the line here. Mitchell Schaefer looking to go back around to the outside there of him. And he thought about it again before the turn and we'll just hold off for a moment. There's 2 drivers there driving it out nice and clean. Mitchell Schaefer, Joshua Parent, trying to catch up to Jason Chilton in the number 4 for Dolls Mechanical. Jason Spear right behind Schaefer there. Got about 2 seconds until he catches up, and he's slowly but surely making that happen. That's Chandler Clark in the number 16 for Birdhouse Motorsports, making up 13th position right now. He's dropping way back, Chris Vickery. Back to 21st, it looks like right now. Tires got a big fall off there. We've got drivers starting to pit up now, 20 laps in. That's about 40 miles almost on them, so. Well, it's over 40 miles, actually. And Cody Dahl, still your race leader right now as we come into lap 21. 22 at the line. Cody Dahl in the number 10, sitting first place. James Morris, second position now. I do believe, yep, the leaders are going into pit lane. 4 of them, 5 of them, 6 of them, 7 of them. We got a couple out there staying out. Rachel Hunt. Big line coming into the pits to get that fuel and tires going on right now. Like I said, Rachel Hunt, Billy Van Meter, Mark Math, Troy Baker, all opted out there 1 lap. Probably going to take their way in at least this one or the next one. Try and get a little bit of space between them and the drivers that just pulled into the pit lane there. That way the race is about to get pretty interesting. Having to go in at lap 20. Now we see it here, ladies and gentlemen, with the drivers on the track now, that they most certainly can make it more than 20 laps on the tires. That is a fact. We got more, like I said, more than one driver out there doing that. Billy Van Meter down pit road right now. Yeah, it's Brandon Meffert currently running 5th position. Actually 4th position. James A. Morris taking the lead after the pits right there. Cody Dahl falling back 2nd position. Not getting a great runoff on his start there. I get it out of here from the stands out there with all the fans out there here at the Brickyard live in Indianapolis for the Birdhouse Xfinity Open League. This is Kev Coles TV. I am Kevin Hazelwood, and we're watching iRacing, ladies and gentlemen. Week 10, 60 laps of action. We're 23 through. 1/3 of the race down, 2/3 to go, and one car has waved bye-bye to us so far, and that's the 14 of Rob Higgs Jr. meeting his maker on at about lap 16. Here's where the race is, though, right now for first place up here. We've got James Morris out now about 0.6 of a second on Cody Dahl, who led almost the entirety of the 20. Actually, he did lead the entirety of the 20 laps. So we'll see how well the tires hold off there. Like I said, he had the clean air earlier. Let's see if it was the driver or the air that was letting him get that space up there. Checking back in with him here in a moment. Ryan Allen with Jason Chilton and Joshua Parent after the pit stop up to 8th place there. Making out good time. Mitchell Schaefer of Dahl's Mechanical in the number 1 right there behind him still. So those two drivers still going to battle it out. Got the 23 of Billy Van Meter, 10th place. 11th going to Jason Spear, Rachel Hunt in 12th position. Mark Math after their pits there now in 13th position. Getting a big push out there by Bitcoin Boys, Ryan Hatch. As they come around the 34, Wyatt Frank. Great bits of action going on. There's the 21 of John Crawford. sitting back in, I got 25th place on one set, 21st on another. I'm going to go with 21st. Is John Crawford right now. Had that late start to him, just barely missing the start of the race. Billy Van Meter up here, 10th position right now, trying to make a little thing happen right now as Mark Math shaking up the space between him and Ryan Hatch in the 56 now. 3/10 separating the drivers as they're coming into turn 3. Out of 3 up next to the wall. They're going to make that turn down. That might be 2, actually. Let you know. No, 3. That's 4. Yeah. I had it right. Coming across the bricks right now. There's lap 27 for those drivers. Check, check. Cody Dahl, Mason Thompson, side by side. That's the number 10, the 81, Cody Dahl, Mason Thompson. Cody really trying to hold this thing together there, pulling off just by a nose in front of that driver there. Got the run off the turn. Well done, number 10. Got to try and keep that space the entire time against that 81. He's hard to beat. Fast driver. Yes, Mason Thompson. Here's the 51 of Ryan Allen for Chaos Motorsports. Brandon Mefford of Chaos Motorsports up in 4th. 5th place, Bitcoin Boy. Check this out. Solo driver up there all by himself. He's out there to disturb the team points. Nobody's getting his team points right there. James Morris, no team. Cody Dahl, out there for Dahl Mechanical. Bitcoin Boy's got a 3rd place slot filled right now. Chaos Motorsports, 4th place position filled. 5th place position for Bitcoins as well. Chaos Motorsports got a 6th. Dahl's got 7th. Bitcoin Boy sitting in 8th. Chaos, 9th. Dahl's 10th. Do you see the trend? Those 3 teams are littering your top 10 right now. Bitcoin Boys, Dahls, and Chaos Motorsports. That's it. After that's the rest of them. Spear Motorsports is sitting in 11th trying to make up that space. He'll probably do it. Great driver. He's only got a second to go before he catches 10th of Mitchell Schaefer. But then it's another Bitcoin Boy driver. And it's a Spear Motorsports driver. Those two tend to stay pretty close together, do Rachel Hunt and Jason Spear. Mark Math for K-Bomb out there in the 199. He's trying to make his way up into that top 10. This driver absolutely adores Indy. And he's out here having a ball probably right now, trying to make it happen. Troy Baker, the baby maker. He's out there turning left, doing what he do best. That's right. Turning left out there at Indy is the 18 of Troy Baker with 16 numbers in 16 places. Right behind him, Chandler Clark of Birdhouse Motorsports out there, still getting the job done, still making up the spots on the track. Isaac Campbell for K-Bomb up there trying to get things going as well. This guy's on the bubble right now. He's actually able to make it in the chase with a great finish here today. If he can make it up there high enough. But the problem I see is he's got to finish higher than Cody Dahl. Cody's up front. So hard for him to do that. He'd have to, yeah, they all have to, oh, it's tough. This is a tough game to call right now, guys. I like almost everybody. Actually, I like everybody in here. I say almost, but anyway, I like everybody in here, and it's really tough to call, you know, hey, your buddy getting whooped up on right there, and la-di-da-di-da, and oh, man, you know. But it's part of it. It's racing, man. It's who's got the more grit, who's got the better line, who's got the finer setup, who's spent more time out there hawking this thing in. Nobody nose until the end of this thing, till the guy sitting in victory lane is burning those tires down and blowing that motor up. That's right. William Van Meter in the 23, ninth position for the driver. He's got Joshua Parent in front of him right now. He just hit a 54.080 on the last lap, did the 22 of Joshua Parent, as he is now coming around the inside of the 39 there. Lapped car. Shouldn't be too difficult for him to get through, and he's passed and around. The trees are really bad today. As we watch him there, that's the 22 and the 23, Joshua Parent, Billy Van Meter. We got Ryan Allen trying to chase down 5th place of Magnus Anderson. These two guys here probably put on a pretty good show for you here in a little bit if they can hold the tire wear off as we're making it to lap 33, coming up on lap 34 at the line. As James Morris pulling away almost 2 seconds on Dahl now in the number 10. Must be the clean air. Absolutely must be the air, because that driver up front that pulled away for first place is absolutely flying now, just as Cody Dahl was at the beginning of this thing. Jason Spear, 11th position, still trying to chalk him out, man. 1 second to catch up to Mitchell Schaefer of Dahl's Mechanical. Can he do it? Back here in the back all by themselves right now. I mean, we got drivers that are just spread out all amongst the whole track. Let's see if we can get an overhead view. Large track, not going to give me far enough away, is it? Can't get the full view in here of the wonderful sight that is Indianapolis. Coming around the track there. Ladies and gentlemen, James Morris just pulling away from this here. We got 26 laps of action to go here at Indianapolis. Of the 60 laps that we started off with, it's been absolutely green the entire time. One wreck that I have seen on the track with the number 14 of Rob Higgs Jr. seemingly losing a little bit of control, slapping the wall hard enough to break that front end away, losing all steering capabilities. That car then immediately jerked down to the inside blind wall. That safer barrier didn't feel very safe, I guaranteed that driver right there, as he crashed nose first into there, removing the entire front end bumper, hood, and both fenders. And the motor blew immediately, ruining that driver's evening. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, completely spread out here on the track. And you can't get more, Driver's cool, calm, and collected in there on the wheel. James Morris right now watching out his front window there from the center. And this driver's just absolutely cutting the right line. A little bit of wear right there, a little scrub, but not too much. He's going to ride it out to the wall And it's perfect, man. He's got the right idea going on here at Indianapolis. The 21 really getting things done right now. Billy Van Meter up to 7th position. Magnus Anderson, 5th place. Ryan Allen, 6th position. 4th place going to Brandon Mefford, with Mason Thompson still 3rd place, right behind Cody Dahl in 2nd position. Boys in the back are struggling a little bit to keep up with a lot of the guys. You got Scott Wilkerson back here in 20th position. Kim Kraus way in front of him, 5 seconds in front of Scott. 5 seconds. And behind Scott, you got Michael Sellers, who's almost 41 seconds behind the leaders, is this driver in the number 9. Something must have fell apart real bad for the drivers back there. We're going to be sitting as far back as they are. That's Christopher Hodgson with teammate Isaac Campbell right in front of him, making up 17th and 16th position. Their friend and mortal enemy on the track, Chandler Clark of Birdhouse Motorsports, there in 15th position with Rachel Hunt, Troy Baker, Ryan Hatch, Jason Spear, all the way up to 11th place right now. Mitchell Schaefer still holding on to 10th place strong, trying to get to the inside of the number 4 of Jason Chilton for Dahl's Mechanical. If he can get to that inside there through the turns and not fade up too much. Oh, he got him. There's the break. Inside turn. Definitely going to have it on the exit there. Mitchell Schaefer taking 9th position now from Jason Chilton. And he's got a great run about him as well, ladies and gentlemen, as he continues on down the track. He's going to catch up to the 22 in about 3 turns if he can keep the pace that he's got on him right now. 1 second separating the two. Here comes the next turn. He cuts off a 1/10 of a second almost on entry there, but he loses it right back to the driver as they make their way through the next turn. They're on the backstretch now. Good racing out here. Guys are really laying it in. And the 56 of Ryan Hatch coming to the inside there. Gonna pit up. Woo! Let's see if we can. There it is right there. Is it not gonna daggone show it? Huh. It'll only show it live, really. I tried to catch his speed on pit entry. We were not able to get there in time for that. We do have the speedometer up there for you now, letting you know his current speed there. I was really wanting to get that pit entry speed on him. He might have got a yellow flag. Looked a little tight and little close. Right there, we got Mitchell Schaefer 5th place now. Jason Chilton 7th position. 2 cars back from him. That's the number 1 there. The number 4. I'm sorry, the number 22. Joshua Parent up in 4th position now. Still has to pit though. 20 laps to go. Parent going in now. And we got his up. He made it. Absolutely, the 83 coming back out onto the track now. Blue cone passed. He can make his way out there. That's Jason Spear. And after the pit stops all said and done, we've got a leader change. Well, no, we don't. We're going to see the leader change here in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, just informed the driver that I thought earlier did definitely have the hold. I do believe it was the 57 Joshua Divers. Coming into pit lane awful hot, I thought so. And after it's all said and done, we got the 27 Scott Wilkerson, Cody Dahl, James Morris out front. Now Mason Thompson, the 81, back in fourth position, a little bit behind, about 4 seconds back from the leader now. Big time to make up there for that driver. Wilkerson into the wall as Dahl and Morris come on by him with ease. We're going to go ahead and back that up real quick. Just because we can. What exactly happened? Why did he smack that like that? Because he was flying. So in the 27 right here in front of the 10. Missed the turn there. Dahl came through. Oh, he was just high in the last turn. Okay. Just high in the turn he was there. We got the Cody Dahl back up here in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Look out. He's got a battle on his hands there. We've got James Morris right behind him. 1/10 of a second is the 21 car. Driven by James Morris for Dahl's Mechanical. That is exactly what that is, ladies and gentlemen. I've been trying to figure out why I keep seeing Keith Hume's car out there. Keith Hume unable to make the race tonight, had a substitute driver. That's the substitute driver of James Morris out there getting it done for the 21. That's big points for Dahl's Mechanical out there. We got to get that adjusted. Here we go. Now we've got it looking right, so the points will be added up proper for those teams there at the end of this race. The 21 car is a Dahl Mechanical vehicle out there. The driver may not be there. His points are going to mean diddly squat, but the team points will count. Mason Thompson, third place. Brandon Mefford still running fourth place. Magnus Anderson, fifth place. Billy Van Meter up to sixth. Ryan Allen, seventh position. Joshua Parent, eighth place. Ninth place, Mitchell Schaefer. Jason Spear, 10th. 11th, Ryan Hatch. 12th, Chandler Clark with Jason Chilton right on his rear. Troy Baker, the baby Baker, in 14th position. Rachel Hunt, 15th place. 16th going to Isaac Campbell. 16th, Christopher Hodgson, Isaac Campbell, 17th, 18th, Kim Kraus, 19th, Barry Kramer, Scott Wilkerson, 20th, 21st, Michael Sellers with 22nd, and Mark Matt. Kendrick Hahn back there, 23rd, 4th, 25th is Wyatt Frank. Chris Vickery, no longer with us. Joshua Divers, no longer with us. Hate to lose the drivers in the trace here, but it's part of it. Magnus Anderson in the number 7 trying to catch him. Cody Dahl got the clean air on his side right now, but he's got James Morris right behind him there. And I got a strong feeling in my bones once the math was put together in my head when I kept seeing my good friend Keith Hume's car, but no Keith Hume on the track. They're teammates. I doubt he passes Cody Dahl unless he seriously has to. I got a feeling he's just going to push Cody Dahl. Mason Thompson and Brandon Mefford there behind. Mason Thompson's got the 81 and the 27, the 27 right in front of him. Scott Wilkerson. Wilkerson, the first car, 1 lap down, lucky dog. Guys, 10 laps to go at the line. 10 to go at the line. And that's them coming out of 2 onto the backstretch. 11 laps remaining here at Indianapolis. Guys, this thing has been clean and green, just like I like it, baby. Woo! The whole time we've had 49 laps. Absolutely clean and absolutely green. So far, so good. Let's see if they can make it happen the whole way through. Makes for a quick, action-packed fun time here on the track when they do it like this. Little bit of a race going on back here between Chandler Clark and Jason Chilton, and the number 4 and the number 16 has the number 4 on the outside of Chandler Clark, really getting that pull away through that little straight there between the turns. 10 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, and the number 4 just dogging it out of the freaking turn 4 there on to the front stretch there, crossing the finish line there. We got 10 laps to go for everybody on the track right now, guys. Cody Dahl up front. Got his teammate in the 21 car. Substitute driver James Morris behind him, pushing him, looks like to the win. We've got Mason Thompson. Got the draft in sight. Good Lord, look out. Did he just turn it on? Because he's back there and he's close enough to suck up and do some damage on the last couple laps here, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Mefford right there back in 4th position. He has 7 seconds to reach 3rd place. Don't see that happening in the 9 laps to go. I know it's 18 miles, but I still don't see it happening. Ryan Allen, Joshua Parent. They've got a little race going on between the two of them as well as they're coming through turns 1 and 2. Number 22 of Joshua Parent to the inside there. Allen close to the wall there on the backstretch now. Can he get the nose up before the turn? He did. got completely in front of him. They're going to take 7th place this time around. 8 laps to go at the line for the leaders. Cody Dahl just now making his way around the 81 of Mason Thompson now on, oh Lord, on the inside. Ooh, 21 of James Morrison in the wall. Morris in the wall, I apologize, James Morris in the wall. And the 27 catching up as well. 27 a lap down though. 81 of Mason Thompson. Can he do it again, ladies and gentlemen? It has been all Bitcoin boys this season. All over the leaderboards have been the Bitcoin boys this season. He's got 0.2 of a second to the 10 of Cody Dahl. Cody Dahl having that clean air, 7 laps to go. If he can hold it on, 7 more to go, like I said. He's got the clean air holding him up, but Thompson's got the draft and the run at the end. Magnus Anderson, Joshua Parent, Ryan Allen, Mitchell Schaefer, Jason Spear made his way into the top 10. Jason Chilton still trying to make it up. He's got 3 seconds to get to Jason Spear. 7 laps to do it. Whoo, gonna be tough. Good shot coming down the backstretch there. We've got a few cars a lap down. Starting at Scott Wilkerson, so 18th position down. Scott Wilkerson, Christopher Hodgson, Mark Math, Michael Sellers, Isaac Campbell, John Crawford, Kendrick Hom, Wyatt Frink, all a lap down or more. Pit stops did not favor the drivers. And he did it. Thompson took the lead, took the wall a little bit on that last turn, but he definitely took the lead while we were going through the back of the field as the 81 of Mason Thompson gets to the front of the field with 5 to go at the line. There's going to be no stopping that driver over the next 3 weeks. No stopping him. 81, 5 to go, ladies and gentlemen. The 81 of Mason Thompson up front yet again. Coming through, 4 laps to go at the line. Like I said, Mason Thompson up front winning this thing outright and dirty. And I don't mean dirty like he's a dirty driver, just like God bless America. This man doesn't know anything else but winning. As he's pulling away, he's got almost a second and a half. He does have a second and a half on the competition now at least. Cody Dahl back in second place. James Morris third place. Brandon Mefford fourth. Fifth place going to Billy Van Meter right now with Magnus Anderson and Joshua Parent. A couple more Bitcoin boys up there in 6th and 7th place. Shoo-wee! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you now, 4 laps to go, 3 at the line. The 81 is doing it in time yet again. This man, unless a miracle happens and someone throws a friggin' curveball in things and takes him out, this man's gonna do it again. Absolutely crazy. The guys back here, they're falling off. They've got a lot of space in between them once those 15 to 16 laps run around here. Get 30 miles or so on them tires, man. They start to really show their wear on some cases. Guys are overdriving the entries on these quad turns here, and it's really showing. Thompson coming across the line. We've got 2 to go. Bam. He is a freak of nature, ladies and gentlemen. Racing fuel in his veins. That's the 81 of Mason Thompson. It's the first time it's gave that right freaking angle for the camera ever. The whole race. I've been having to change crap the whole time. It finally got it right. All right, guys. Let's catch him. White flag just flew out as we're catching the 81 of Mason Thompson, making history here in the Birdhouse Xfinity Open League. Pulling off win number 6 for this driver. They have literally swept the entire season. Has the Bitcoin Boys Motorsports Racing out there. These guys are fantastic wheelmen behind the wheel. 3 of the drivers on the team have got the W for the season. This driver here has gotten 6 wins out of the 10 weeks we've raced. This man has done it. He is absolutely phenomenal. It's an honor watching and calling his races. As ladies and gentlemen, crossing the line now for win number 6 on the season, Mason Thompson for Bitcoin Boys. And we're going to get the results up as soon as we can. They'll pop up just as soon as the field crosses across there, guys, and we'll start calling it out. But phenomenal job. Mason Thompson, just wow. Wow. All right, guys, the official results are in. Mason Thompson, first position. Cody Dahl, second place. Billy Van Meter, third. This is not right. That's not right. There we go. Mason Thompson, Cody Dahl, James Morris, Brandon Mefford, Billy Van Meter, Magnus Anderson, Joshua Parent, Michael Sellers, Ryan Allen, Jason Spear. That's your top 10 right there, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to those drivers there for an amazing finish. 11th place starting out, Jason Chilton, Troy Baker, Chandler Clark's going to pull off a 13th place finish. 14th going to Rachel Hunt. 15th, Isaac Campbell. 16th, Ryan Hatch. 17th, Christopher Hodgson. 18th, Kim Kraus. Barry Kramer, 19th position. 20th, Scott Wilkerson. 21st, Mark Math. Michael Sellers, 22nd. 23rd, John Crawford. Kendrick Holm, 24th. 25th, Wyatt Frank. Chris Vickery, 26th. 27th, Joshua Divers. Rob Hicks Jr., last place, 28th. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call whoo-wee racing here at the Birdhouse Xfinity Open League. This was week number 10. And guys, I'm telling you, that was fun. That was a lot of friggin' fun, a lot of good times to be had. And what we're going to do is get some in-car driver interviews from your top 3 now, ladies and gentlemen, starting with 3rd position. Replacement driver, Dahl Mechanical, James A. Morris, coming in strong for the fill-in for Mr. Keith Hume, driving the number 21 car for Dahl Mechanical. Finishing 3rd place, Mr. James Morris. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Man, how you doing, man? I'm feeling pretty good. Tired, but we feeling pretty good tonight on this feeling. Let's just put that away.
Man, I'm telling you, you had a heck of a race out there in that car. I was calling you the entire race going, man, this dude is driving phenomenal out there. And then it dawned on me, you're in my buddy's car. You're in Keith's car. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's the fill-in driver. I had to go in and make sure that the points were going to get allocated to you for team-wise so they'd get the Dahl Mechanical points. And then once I said that, I realized when Cody got around you, I was like, I don't think he's going to pass him back because I'm pretty yeah. And I seen y'all were working together, had it going. But that rocket came out of nowhere, man. That 81's hard to hold off, dude. And he came up, pushed on through, made his way up to the front. But other than that, man, you drove a phenomenal race out there. You got a good handle on that machine. You got any special feelings you had out there on the track?
It was, first and foremost, I want to thank Keith and Dahl's Mechanic for trusting me to fill in this number 21 Toyota Subaru. There's a good group of guys around this team, really good group of guys. And I came in about a month ago to help out, go crew chief spot, do some, out of the car things. And when he approached me to this, I was like, sure, I'll do it. And I didn't think it was going to be this much fun. I tried to make sure I didn't have so much pressure on myself, but deep down inside, I was nervous as all get out. I was scared to death.
That is absolutely what it's all about, man. Getting them little butterflies in the belly, gripping that wheel up, pushing that freaking pedal down, and just gritting your teeth and hoping you've got what it takes to make it through there. James, since you have already gave us all that wonderful information there, do you have any friends, family, or sponsors that you would like to thank out there?
First and foremost, I want to thank my beautiful fiance Cheyenne for putting up with me doing this 9 in and 9 out. All the hours I've spent staying up doing this. Everybody back at Setup Shop, EPI for everything they do. Dahl's Mechanic, and all the people that just made this team go. And also want to thank you for all the great footage and all the hard work you do up in the booth. And thanks to Tony for trusting me to come in here and run with these guys as well.
Well, James, thank you very much for that quick shout out from you. I appreciate that. It hits the heartstrings on me right there for real. Appreciate you stopping in the booth with me to give a little chit chat. We'll holler at you again sometimes. That's James Morris filling in for Keith Hume in the 21 for Dahl's Mechanical, pulling off that 3rd place finish. Nice talking with you, James.
Nice talking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now bringing him in, we got the number 10 of Cody Dahl. They finished 2nd and 3rd for Dahl Mechanical out there. Good team points for them. But most importantly, this guy right here, he didn't get the win. I know he's bummed on that because that's a guaranteed end to that chase. But I got a feeling, my friend, that you pulled off just enough to get your butt into the chase here next week.
And I sure hope so. I guess we'll see. Time will tell. I'm very disappointed that me or James didn't win that one right there.
You had a heck of a run, Cody. You pulled off one great qualification lap. Van Meter was out there in front of you. I seen Van Meter's strategy from the get-go. He said, I'm going to bide back here a little bit. I'm going to save a little bit of tire. I'm going to stay in the wind of these guys. I'm going to get back up there. The problem he didn't see was You had a freaking rocket underneath you, and you were gone in clean air. Both you and James were both gone when you had the clean air in front of you, and there was almost no chance for anybody out there, but we almost forgot about that 81, and then all of a sudden we were reminded, oh yeah, he wins races. That's Mason Thompson, as he just blew by everybody there at the end to catch through y'all and take that. He caught that clean air, and once it was his, it was over with, man. But how were you feeling those first 20 laps out there with that wind in your nose and time just freaking gaining behind you?
I was pretty comfortable at the beginning, but then I started my second long run. When I was behind James, I kind of felt like I was in trouble. I was too tight. I didn't make no adjustments though. That kind of killed me. At the beginning of the race, though, I knew I had to send it in there deep to get by Billy, because I knew that was going to be the key to the race, to get out there and get in front and get away from everybody and get that clean air. But I mean, overall, I feel like we had a good team points race. I just wish I made my car a little bit looser at the end.
You had an outstanding team points race there, buddy. I'm telling you right now, you got your guys all over the top 10. You had 2 of them in the podium finish there, second and third place there. You got 35 points to yourself right there, buddy. So, you can't complain at all. But I'm serious. I'm pretty sure it's going to put you in contention for the chase there, give you a chance at running for that cup. But you got to remember that in that chase as well is that 81. And he is freaking almost unbeatable, as we've come to realize and see here at the Birdhouse Xfinity. So, Cody, good luck to you in the next weeks. Do you got any friends, families, or sponsors you'd like to give a quick shout-out to?
I want to give a big thanks to James. James helped us with the setup for, hours today. Practice. James been a good addition to us. He filled in for Keith tonight, and he showed everybody where that 21 car should be.
Absolutely, man. That's a good deal out there for that driver there. Good thing you all had the replacement driver. Keeps those points alive for the team at least.
Yep.
No individual standings for someone. Now, if he'd have won, man, that man would have been in. No, whew.
Yeah,
jeez Louise.
We talked about that. If he was me, he was 1-2 at the end. We was going to exchange. I was going to let him take the win. I was going to take second, but it didn't work out that way, Kevin.
Well, if that would have been the case, that probably would have screwed you out of the points there to make it in, because it would have put another guaranteed driver in and bumping some other people down that list, because you only got 8 people going in. So, but either way, I really feel you come out on top here. You didn't get the win. Second place is pretty freaking good points-wise, and you've really needed a good finish there, and I think you got it. So we got our fingers crossed. We'll check here in a little bit on the points. But, Cody, great talking with you. Great race. Good watching you, man. We'll see you next week, brother.
See you, Kevin.
All right. Here we go. Brace yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Good gracious. I think we're like best friends now. Are we like best friends, number 81, Mason Thompson? I say so many good things about you during the broadcast, because you can't say bad things about a guy that's won as much as you've come in here and won. But by God, yet again, first place, 81, Mason Thompson. What do you want to talk about, buddy?
How's the weather over there?
I have been in bad weather watch all day here in Kentucky, and I have yet to see the first stitch of rain.
It's been hot as hell down here.
It's warm and humid, but no rain. No rain, no wind. Hurricane barrel on the loose, in the nation right now, and it's supposed to have nothing. I haven't seen it yet. It's supposed to be here, though.
That's normally how it goes. That's how it goes.
Yeah, see now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering why this interview is going this way, I've talked to this man enough about races. He's very nonchalant about his wins. He's gonna thank Taco Bell, and we're gonna have a little couple laughs. That's our interview process here. So once again, we're like best friends. We're just having a talk. We're not going to have any of your normal interview stuff. It's just a talk between me and the winningest man in Birdhouse history, Mason Thompson here. Buddy, you've got this thing on lock, man. I got a feeling that at the next 3 races, that unless someone contacts Elon Musk and gets him to program code into this for them, they've got no chance at beating you. And it's your show, brother. It is your show. They're going to rename this the frickin' Mason Thompson Open Xfinity League. Good luck winning is the caption at the bottom. So other than that, Mason, great race, man. You held back. You bided your time so well, and you kept back there just enough to be in that draft. I loved your strategy, man. I did. I loved it because you didn't have to be out front and the fastest the whole time. You just had to be there at the right time. And that was what you were today. And that's a great job, buddy.
Well, thank you. But it wasn't really, I was terrible. The car was really terrible first 2 runs. And we took a big swing at it that last run. Credit to Hatch. Thank God we got him.
Ryan Hatch strikes again.
Yeah. We threw a big, we put every round we could into the left rear, and it was like a night and day difference that last run, how the car handled. I had no front grip the first 2 runs. I had every kind of grip that last run, and it was a rocket ship.
You could see it. You had I think 3 laps left on, and you tapped the wall one good time. I guess that was where you were just getting on it hot and heavy, and you really didn't have to no more. You had such a lead. But yeah, it was a great run, man. It was a great, whatever y'all did to that car at the end there. I figured you were just saving tires the first 2 runs, and you just let it have it the third one. It's comforting to know that you had a shit car to begin with. Excuse my language. I rarely let that happen, but I did just now. But that is comforting to know that it was a crap car for you for a while. Good deal. He's human. Yeah. He's human.
Yeah.
Mason, great win, brother. Like I said, let's see. Is it 1, 2? It's 7.
I don't even.
It's 7.
7?
It's friggin' 7. Yeah, it's 7. I had to guess real quick, but it's 7. You're ridiculous, man. You're ridiculous. Y'all have got no, it's 6. It's 6.
Well.
Yeah. Let me look real quick at my stats. Hold on. I got to get this right. I don't like being wrong. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 6. That was win number 6 for you. Because Magnus and Joshua have both gotten wins from your team as well. So it's been all Bitcoin boy except for Jason Spears' win. Literally every race has been won by Bitcoin boy except for Jason Spears. So 9 out of 10 races, y'all have pulled off a win in. You've got 3 of your drivers, including yourself, guaranteed at the chase next week, and 2 of you were first and second in the points anyway. So, yeah, kind of hard to not have you there. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Great job. I can't wait to see the next 3 weeks from y'all. You better hold it on and hold it on strong, man, because people are gunning for you, especially those guys that are in the hunt now, because we're going to reset those points. I think you get like a 20-point lead and a boost on everything overall is what it boils down to. It's like 20 or 25, something like that. And then they point it down from there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see it go out. I'm curious. So great win yet again, 81,
Man.
Mason Thompson, buddy. If I see you in here again, I'll sing you a song.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that.
You never know, man. I'm telling you right now. That's the 81 winningest man in Birdhouse Xfinity, Mason Thompson. Great win, good run. We'll see you again, buddy.
Yep, Tim.
I'm telling you right now, that driver's a freak. We need to check all his cars, check his computer. I don't care what we got to do. I'm just kidding. He's a good old guy right there, ladies and gentlemen. And guys, I'm Kevin Hazelwood. This was the Birdhouse Xfinity Open League Season 2, live from Indianapolis. You were watching Kev Calls TV. Come back with us next Tuesday, 9 o'clock Eastern sharp. We got another race going on. It's the chase. Be there, guys.
Drivers in the cockpit zone. crashing like they're on their own. Lap after lap, pushing on. Victory's chase never gone. Commentary sharp and clear. Feel the rush in every gear. Fans are cheering from lands near. Kev brings the race into here. Keep it clean, keep it green. Let's go racing, boys. Feel the rush, hear the noise. Kev TV, tune in and see the best action you just can't beat. Corner taken with finesse. Seconds counting the success. Our racing world got no less. Kev calls, he is the best. Big racks on the track, flashing cars so fast. Fighting hard, won't look back, making moments last. Keep it clean, keep it green. Let's go racing, boys. Feel the rush, hear the noise. Kev TV, tune in and see the best action you just can't beat. Boogie, 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 let's go racing. Feel speed, adrenaline chasing. Pedal down, ain't no pacing. Boogie, boogie, rock and roll nation. Keep it clean, keep it green. Let's go racing, boys. Feel the rush, hear the noise. Kev TV, tune in and see the best action you just can't beat. Boogity, 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 let's go racing. Feel the speed of adrenaline chasing. Pedal down, ain't no pacing. Boogity, boogity, rock and roll nation. Boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys. Feel the rush, hear the noise. Kev TV, tune in and see the best action you just can't beat. Boogity, boogity, let's go racing. Feel the speed, adrenaline chasing. Pedal down, ain't no pacing. Boogity, boogity, rock and roll nation. Keep it clean, keep it